I'm not even gonna let it finish counting down. Hey y'all,
We're live.
it's Saturday Night Comics, and we are live with Zombie Joe and Rob's Fat Stacks,
Hello.
Hello.
and then of course we have
Rob's
Rob
fat
on
stacks
there.
of asparagus.
Hey, I mean that's healthy.
Asparagus.
That's healthy.
Yeah.
Healthy girl moment.
I'm a big fan of asparagus, just not the after effects. Like eating it, delicious. What comes afterwards, not so much.
Well, before we get too into things and even say how we're doing, before we forget and let Joe off the hook, we've been promised art. So I hope you brought some from the last show and that you're ready to do some more this show.
No.
Oh, no. Well, I brought a piece of art.
Go down in the woods today, you're sure of a big surprise.
Ooh.
One art every so I guess like the more fancier you get, the less art you do, right? So then it becomes more valuable. So Joe get a little bit of a big
No.
hit.
So it's just I've been talking more, right? The more I talk now, the less I can focus on what I'm doing, so it takes me longer. So before, when we had more people on them, I wasn't having to talk as much. I could focus more on what I was doing. But I enjoy talking more,
Excuses.
right?
Well, we enjoy
Excuses,
hearing
yes.
you.
I
But we'll
enjoy
let it slide.
talking. I enjoy the
What was it you were
interactions.
working on last time anyways, though? You had outlined it. I remember.
So I did. I drew it and I outlined it. I just
South
didn't
Park, I
paint it.
think.
South Park Zombie Kenny.
Yeah.
Right. So I'll have to work on that this week. I had a shit week this week, so I didn't get to do really anything.
Well,
But yeah,
how was your week then?
so as far as art pieces, I'm 2 pieces behind now. So there's that. Oh, and my daughter messaged me. She wants a piece too. So now I'm 3. I have 3 pieces.
So what are you gonna do for her then?
I don't know. It's some project she's working on for something for my birthday. I don't know. So it's like not.
Hey, Dad, would you make me a birthday card so I can give it to you?
Yeah. I don't know
one of a
what the deal
kind.
is.
Maybe
It's
she
not
read
like-
about backwoods art.
Maybe something
Well,
with carnage or zombies.
So she's really big into art, and I've always done art. So like we've done art together, like, but she wants like it's like a grid pattern, not like pixel, but like like a grid paper where it's just all the little squares.
Yeah.
Graph paper.
Yeah, graph paper. There you go. So like
I liked the grid paper because it was like that's a total me thing to say, you know.
yes, graph
Grid
paper.
paper.
Yes,
It's the paper from Tron.
Grid paper.
yes. So it's gonna be something
Sci-fi
incorporating
paper.
little boxes to create an image. So. But yeah, so I got to work on 3 things this week to get done and get caught up for next week. Well, probably after today, probably 4. But I'll get there eventually. But yeah. So my week was pretty shitty to be honest. But looking better now. Yesterday was my birthday. Had a nice dinner, drank some beer.
And from my understanding, you turned 54. No, 54. 54.
75. I'm 70. Don't I look good for 75? Look at. Damn.
Yeah, I mean most 75s are like raisins or craisins.
Yeah. It's all the PBR and vape, it keeps you looking good over the years.
I feel like it's the potato. You guys put potatoes in everything. I bet you guys have like potato skin product.
Yeah, you just dig them out of the ground and rub them on your face. It's just.
Oh my god.
We got a birthday
No.
potato right here for you.
There you go.
Potato.
Yeah. So you're a
Put a
healthy
candle in it. I'll put a candle in it. You can blow out the.
I'll blow it out virtually through the camera. So yeah, 44,
birthday,
not 54, not 64, not
Louis
75,
Hogan.
So you heard it here first, folks. 54.
44. Anyways, so yeah, that was this yesterday. Right, worked, came home, had a great dinner, drank some PBRs. This morning I got up early. Huh?
Some birthday PBR?
Some birthday PBRs, yes. It was very good. But it was not the greatest idea because this morning I had volunteered for a charity thing that we do every year at my work where we go out and it's called Rake Up Boise. So all these different groups get together and
Rake
they'll
Up
go
Bill?
around. Rake Up Boise.
I just like when you say that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anyways, so there's different groups, right? It's put on by a local charity here in the city, and they get all these different groups. Like we're the company I work for, and then other companies will get involved, and they'll give you like a list of houses. So your group goes to those houses, and you just basically rake up all the leaves in their yard and clean them all up, bag them up, put them out by the trash for them. So we do that every year, right around my birthday. So and it's pretty nice. Like it's usually for elderly people who, most of them, it seems like they live alone or they can't get around too well. They're always very appreciative. So went and did that this morning. And that was fun.
Some good karma
Yeah.
for you. So you won't burn when you enter a church.
Right? Yeah, I got to try to give back a little bit somewhere when I
Repent,
can. Yeah, repent for all the previous sins of my life and the sins that will come.
I don't know if you can.
Here's a few extra good deeds
repent.
for tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know if you can Wait, what?
I can't preload it. Like-
Bank it. You're banking
Yeah.
good deeds for tomorrow. Yeah, it's like
Right.
I got some shit to do tomorrow.
It
Here,
all washes away. You start over.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be
anything
shit. I have
extra
to do some shitty things to some people. So yeah, let's get some karma points going.
we say you don't have to do karma, right? I mean, depending on your faith. I mean, all you have to do is ask for forgiveness in the
Right?
end, right? Isn't that it?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, just be
okay.
shitty. Just be shitty forever, and then
It
at the
just
last
depends
minute,
upon
you're
what
like,
your faith is. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like a
I'm
crime.
banking the karma points. I'm just,
That's-
I'm
that's
gonna
always
roll with that
good.
for right now.
The threefold law thanks you.
Yeah, just cover all the
Just
bases,
buy
right?
somebody a Starbucks, Joe. That's a lot of work.
Yeah,
just
but
pay for it at the drive-through.
Yeah.
For
So we do
people
that.
who can afford a Starbucks.
We do the rake up thing, and then we also do it's called Paint the Town, where we actually go and we paint a house for somebody every year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But that's usually in the spring or the summer,
And then when you go out and raise the barn,
right? Yeah, that's a whole nother Amish potato deal. So yeah, I did that today. Came home and crashed out and slept. Woke up for a couple hours, went and grabbed some food, and then I slept again. So I didn't
Have
get
you
anything
sleep
done
so much?
today.
Doesn't that hurt or something?
No, it's amazing.
It sounds
Especially after raking leaves for hours, that's exhausting.
Maybe, yeah, I guess your first nap was acceptable, but then to continue past a nap, because it sounds like you slept a second sleeping.
No, so I took an hour nap, right? And then I got up, did a few things, and then I took another 30, 45-minute nap.
Yeah.
But mostly sat around on the couch, not doing jack shit today, so it was nice.
Okay.
I approve.
See, Rob understands.
Yeah, I mean, the sitting around, I get,
I wish I could do it. But
Yeah.
instead, I
But
sat
that's-
here almost all day doing various things here, whether
Yeah.
it be hopping on a stream, doing my show, doing shipping stuff out, tracking stuff down, doing finance, doing so much other little stuff.
How's the shipping going?
So it's something.
It's almost done. So it's
Yeah.
from my perspective goes, I've got one big package that's got to go to the UK that's packed up. I just need to borrow my son to weigh it because it's too heavy for my shipping scale. It's beyond over 35 pounds.
Wow.
So I think it's about 40 pounds. So I need to get him to hold the package while staying on a scale, then take this package out of his hand type
Yeah.
thing, so I can know how much it weighs. Because it's got to be under 50 pounds. If it goes over 50
Yeah.
pounds, it just costs too much to ship. So but there's that. I got one other person that's waiting on a package that they know their stuff is awkward size, and I'm trying to find the right box. And then I have a painting or basically two paintings that need to go out that were on canvas on frames, so I couldn't
Yeah.
just put them in flat mailers. So I had to go get art boxes. And now tomorrow, when I go out to Home Depot to get some paint for a shed that's being built this week, I gotta get some more bubble wrap because I'm all out of bubble wrap.
Fun.
Shit,
Yeah,
I
I shipped my art piece out, so I don't know if he got it. It shows delivered, so I'm assuming he did.
Nice. Yeah, I'm 98% done, so that's good.
That one was cool. Yeah, the one you did. There's a few people who did them though from the Black Sheep, right?
Katie did a few
A
sketch
bunch.
cards.
Yeah.
She a bunch.
Oh, so just you and Katie
Yeah.
then.
Me and Katie, yeah, I did art, but a lot of people bought stuff from what I see,
Yeah.
or a few people. I wouldn't say a lot of people, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a few people.
Well, I know because James got some stuff, Robert got some stuff, Mike
Yeah.
got some stuff. Yeah. Raging Cajun got stuff. Matt, Senior Headbang got some stuff. Trying to think who else did I make shipments out to.
I think you pretty much covered everybody.
Well,
That's
at least
good
the big
stuff.
ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And then the rest of your week then, Stacks?
Oh, me! I thought we were still talking about Joe. Sorry.
I have nothing
Yeah, I know,
important to
he's-
say. Go ahead.
It's Joe's world. We just live in it, but we'd love to hear from you.
My week was just work was work. It was a weird week, but I live in a world of legal contracts, so it's always weird. It's just what kind of weird is it? And then no Penguin this week again, as most of the west of the Rockies were affected by Penguin Random House not getting their books out on time or some kind of storage snafu or something. So I got a notification at my shop, got their books in finally and on the wall, but I haven't gone down to go get them yet. And
So why do I not get these delays that you guys seem to be getting regularly?
Well, it just depends. So some
Mine still
of
gets
them,
the Marvel one.
some of them are locals, individual, independent. They can affect things independently. But this
Yeah.
week's one affected most of the shops west of the Rockies. I know, like several shops in Vegas posted ahead of time saying they weren't going to
Yeah.
have books on Wednesday.
Well, and they've been
books up
posting
in-
too when it all comes in because they're like, finally, it's
Yeah.
coming.
or Oregon. And I know there was it was a whole thing where there was some kind of snafu where Penguin, they don't know what they're
Yeah.
doing for weekly deliveries is what it is.
Right.
I mean, they're still
Yeah.
figuring
I feel like
this
it
shit
almost
out.
gives them a little bit of momentum, though. I don't know.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I have not seen any delays. Like, I don't know.
Well, but you live in potato country, so it's kind of like, what else do you
Yeah,
have?
maybe because
You
we're like,
guys need that,
they're like, they feel bad for us, so they make an exception.
Yeah, they're like, they really could use something other than potatoes to read.
Or it could just be that the truck drivers that come through here know how to drive in the snow, so they don't puss out and they bring our
I don't know
stuff
if
over.
you know this, but we don't have snow where I live, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. Like, the truck
We don't-
drivers from where you
we-
are.
It should be
We're
easier
barely-
where we're at.
We barely even have weather where I'm at.
Yeah, I was gonna say it should
Right.
be easier where we're at.
Now other way. Oh, and JSS Brooklyn dropping a news story about the issues with Penguin or whatever. But other than that, I think the biggest thing is for me this week has been I've been revamping my entire diet and stuff since over the last 10 days. I got put on signed up for by my Kaiser, who does my medical stuff. They put me on or volunteered me, signed me up for some program, which I decided to go ahead and do because they were going to supply me with hundreds and hundreds of dollars of free equipment and stuff. And so now I'm like plugged into like all these sensors and stuff 24/7 that are like reading what kind of food I'm eating in my metabolism and this, that, and the other stuff, and tracking things. And so I can make proper changes to my lifestyle and diet and whatnot to maybe not be as much of a fat man with a fat stack of comics. I could be a slightly hefty man with a
Slim
hefty
stacks.
stack of,
You
with
come
a
across
fat
as
stack of comics.
thick, not hefty.
No. Well, maybe I can just be be big boned stack. But yeah, so there you go.
So I guess the major question here is: does this affect the meats? Because obviously you are a fan of the meats. Are you still
Yeah,
eating
no,
all of the?
I'm not on a low cholesterol or any of that type of stuff. It's
Well, yeah,
more on the
protein's
carb.
good for you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of a carb thing.
That's good.
Because I'm type 2.
Yeah.
So it's balancing my sugars and everything else. So yeah, the meats is basically eat meat, protein, and manage your carbs, and fats are fine. And so
Yeah.
Healthy
yeah,
fats and stuff.
I mean,
yeah.
I try to mix up my meals anyway, so I don't eat as much as I would love to eat nothing but cow. It does get expensive these days.
Yes.
So I do mix it up. Like I said, as you saw today, we smoked some chickens, and then tomorrow I'll cook a tri-tip. So it was
There you
mix it
go.
up.
Healthy girl.
Love a good tri-tip.
Yeah, we'll do some tri-tip with probably some. Well, I don't have any zucchini. I'm going to do green beans because we have a ton of green beans and some cauliflower.
Yeah, we've been getting a lot of green beans too. I feel like it's like the season for it.
Yeah. So what I like is that this does season for artichokes. So like I'll get like the other day, like we had big pieces of fish or salmon that I'd gotten, chopped it up into smaller pieces and froze it, and I've been pulling out. I'll have a salmon with an artichoke and salad, and that's great. So yeah, just a lot more green. So that's
add some color. Yeah, add some color.
Now I need to start walking more. It's the problem with working from home and than doing YouTube a lot is that I tend to sit here a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, comics. Let's do it, baby. Saturday Night Comics. What's up with you, Copy? How's your week been?
Yeah, no, same. Busy. You know me. Keep it short, but yeah, I accepted another offer, so I'll be busier with work for a little bit, and then hopefully go down to one again. But it's back to doing what I love to do, so that's cool. And then we're going to be moving soon, so less stress with that. But the holidays are coming up, so we're good.
Not moving to
just
Idaho,
hanging out.
right?
We're actually we're going to move into Joe's backyard because
Nice.
he needs a potato farmer.
We're going to put a
And
trailer back
Antonio
there, double
secretly-
wide.
Yeah, and Antonio secretly.
Oh, I thought you were
potato
just going to build
farmer.
an outbuilding.
That'll work
No,
too.
we're just gonna hitch a tent. It's fine. We'll have a tent.
It gets a little cold in the winter for a tent.
Yeah, there's going to be snow here pretty soon. I don't think that's going to work out well.
Yeah, we haven't ever had to live in snow, so obviously we're from Cali and then Vegas, so.
Yeah.
I think that was the cruelest trick my brother ever played on his kids. Was my brother used to be stationed, or when he was let's just say he was stationed. He was working out of Hawaii for years, and his kids were both born in Hawaii, and they grew up running around barefoot and all this other stuff in Hawaii. And then he ended up relocating to Monument, Colorado, which is 7,000 feet above sea level. So forget your mile high stadium. This is like 2.5 mile high. And they moved in the winter. And so the kids got on a plane, one plane where it was, there was all happy and mahalo, and went out and all of a sudden had to learn what snow was, and that you can't just go walking out barefoot and walking like Kenny on South Park, all bundled up. It's just, those poor kids.
I love Hawaii. It's so pretty. So going from
acclimating to the snow your first year is rough. Like, it is hard. And it's not even that bad where I live.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine like somewhere like 7,000
how much snow
feet.
do you even get? Like, is it like a week long, a month long?
It just depends, right? So usually the first snow is around Thanksgiving. Today it was like 65 degrees and beautiful. So it's been a weird year so far. But yeah, usually the first snow is sometime around Thanksgiving, and then it usually will snow and then it's gone within a day or two. But come like January, February, it can get pretty good where like we'll get like a really good snow, and because it stays so cold, the snow just stays for weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
It's not that we get a lot of snow, it's just the temperatures stay cold, so when it does snow, January, February, the snow stays. It doesn't go anywhere.
Then you get like a lot of potato ice cream, so that's fun.
No, you just take the potato, go outside, dip it in the snow, and just, good to go.
Little snow cone.
Yeah. Potato snow cones.
Well, yeah. Anyways, my week was, whatever. But let's say hello to the chat because they're literally our best. And I think we actually have more than 2 in here. So, yes. There's 3. No.
History.
Troy's review. Yes, thank you for catching that double H in there. Maybe it was put there just to make sure you were here and watching. Hello, John's Comics with Friends. I always want to say John's Comics with Kids still, but I'm getting used to it. And I do like it. Good evening. Stacks. You're in two places at once.
I have
JSS
that
Brooklyn.
ability.
Right. How are you, our moderator, our wrench? We'll have to check that one out. That's Barn Raisin, as Stacks had mentioned earlier. We got a zombie in the chat. Oh yeah, the delay with the comic books.
Yep.
But I'm not actually a big I'm not a big artichoke fan actually.
Yeah. No.
You didn't hit who? Wait, what?
I grew up with artichokes because I, where I'm at in California is like the area where it grows like something like some ungodly percentage of the amount that's crop. As a matter of fact, I think the entire crop of United States artichokes comes from California in the Monterey Bay and stuff like that.
Isn't that where there's like a huge artichoke festival there?
Yeah, Castroville and
That's extremely silly. An artichoke. Yeah. Okay.
Oh no! Hey, people!
It's a huge deal.
For them, it's just like we would have the garlic festival in Gilroy, and you have the mushroom festival in Morgan
that one
Hill.
is good though. The food, oh Lord! But garlic makes sense. But artichoke,
they all make sense if your region, if your area is known for a particular crop, and that's
potato festivals.
If that's the economic engine of your community, then it makes total sense.
No,
especially
I feel
since
it.
a lot of those things
somewhere.
are not necessarily in today's, as the urban drifts into these once rural communities, it starts to make be a little bit weirder. But it makes total sense for those communities. They're going to celebrate, whether it used to be they're spun out of old harvest festivals and everything else, but then they become focused on whatever that crop is that's the crop for that community, that's the economic engine.
Yeah,
I just like all the different homemade stuff that people make and sell, all the different, the food.
That I'm down with. It's just not artichoke based, but everything else.
Why they hate for artichoke?
It's just not my thing.
That's fair. It's a weird way
You're wrong,
eat it,
but it's fair.
I mean, we always used to joke.
Can
it's
I
like,
really depend on you, Joe, when you like ketchup only on your hot dog? It makes you wonder.
Oh, okay. It's ketchup and mayonnaise. Ketchup and mayonnaise.
You see what I'm saying,
Calm down.
You're agreeing with somebody who puts.
Oh. I like mustard too. I like mustard too. Okay.
Wait, what?
I'm not saying mustard is bad.
Why was it the Strawberry Bluegrass Festival then?
Oh, strawberries and then bluegrass is music, so they're kind of combined. Oh, but there was no
Callie,
strawberries.
I will take away your wrench.
Yeah,
well. Oh, okay. Now he's not on Joe's side. Okay, because you said
everybody
mustard.
Should be on my side.
Yeah, and then you went and retreated and said mustard.
I said mustard has its place. Mustard is good.
You had a mic moment. You were going with the group.
I prefer on a hot dog ketchup and mayonnaise. That's my go-to.
Wow.
Looks like JSS has a real strawberry festival, and Callie doesn't. So I don't know.
It's good to know that Joe is really young after all.
Wow.
Or is he too old after all?
No, he's super young. He's like freaking 12. It's okay.
Yeah, so
because he can't be 6, because a 6-year-old would never put mayonnaise on it, but
So my oldest actually loves putting mayo on his, but so I can see that. But he also puts mustard and stuff.
I put mayonnaise on many sandwiches and stuff, but I've never thought about putting mayonnaise on a hot dog before. That's just never come in my head.
Yeah, you should try it.
I'll tell you, all I ever saw, for me growing up, all there ever was
hot dogs after 13.
There was only ketchup or mustard. There was nothing else for me growing up initially when I was a kid. And then later on, like my wife, she'll put yellow mustard and pickle relish and like all these other things. And I'm like, all right, well, whatever.
I get that though.
Relish,
It's
onions,
your environment
mustard,
you grow up
ketchup.
Yeah, but if you don't have all those options, because like, so I went from different areas, and there was some where it was like that mayo's too fattening. So as a woman, you shouldn't eat that. You know, things like
back in the
that.
day when we were still thought that fat was bad for everybody, that's how you got fat. Was by
Yeah.
eating
Well, it was
fats.
funny because I was, you know, not back then. You know what I mean? So yeah, it caused issues for a lot of women.
It
Everybody
caused
was
issues for a
looking-
lot of people as people stopped eating fats
Yeah.
and replaced everything with sugar. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, how dare you eat meat, you know? So, but other than that, I mean, I've seen it around because I think it's more of a heritage thing. I think it's a Hispanic thing, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so on the Mexican hot dog, they put mayo, but they put also
I've seen
veggies
that.
and stuff and other things.
Well,
Yeah.
a lot of places or a lot of people I've eaten with,
Peppers.
like they'll use, instead of using like where a tradition like a white family would use butter, they'll use mayonnaise.
Well, yeah, a
You
lot
know,
of restaurants
like on
do that. I
tortillas
learned
and
that a long
stuff,
time
and-
ago. Yeah, good sourdough is
Yeah.
always made
Well,
with mayo.
I went to some place I learned it was like for the longest time I never thought about it, and now I do it. Is I put when I'm making grilled cheese.
Yeah,
put
so I just
mayonnaise
said, yeah.
on the outside of the bread, and then when you're toasting,
Well, it's a
I never-
restaurant hack. So people,
Yeah,
it's like
I
one of those
never-
industry things, and it's what makes it taste different. So then they don't want you
well,
to know.
it's the oils and stuff also that help to brown the bread and stuff. And
Well, and then there's
I had no-
actual fat in it and stuff. A lot of the butters
I
and
had no
oils
con-
don't
I had
have
no
that.
no idea, but I don't think I
Me
ever
either.
paid
Yeah, I
attention.
learned it later. Yeah, because back in the day, I wasn't allowed to use that. So,
Yeah, I think the reason I had my hot dogs were the way they were is because I either had them like in the school lunch where you didn't have all that fancy stuff, or it was at Scouts where it was like we were on a camping trip and they didn't pack a ton of crazy stuff, and so it was like
until I did my
For
own
what?
shopping, I didn't know what a beef hot dog was. You know what I mean? I just was like, oh, there's only one kind, and it doesn't taste great. You know, then I learned about the actual hot dogs. You know.
well, I grew up eating originally like I would have Frankfurters. With my grandfather, he would take us when we'd go
Oh, yeah, I
visit
remember
him.
those. Yeah.
We'd go up to like one of those Patrinis to these fancy markets and go see the butcher and then get some actual Frankfurters and stuff, and then he'd bring them back and stuff. But yeah, anyways, it's all cool. I like
I
it.
find it funny,
If it
like how
comes in
this
a little
conversation, this
Well, I
conversation
know we always
went to
talk
hot
about
dogs, like
dogs.
always the hot dogs.
And it was weird. I didn't for the longest time as a youth, I wasn't a fan of them because I thought in my mind I didn't like mustard, and all I would either put was ketchup on them, and I didn't
I
really
always
like
liked
the hot.
mustard.
And so I had ketchup only on my dogs, and I didn't really like hot dogs. And I was like, oh, I don't understand why people
Because the
like
ketchup
these
on
things.
hot dogs ruined it.
Right, but I didn't know that. I was too young to realize that at the time. In my mind, I thought and then one day for some reason I tried it with mustard, and all of a sudden I was like, oh damn, I love hot dogs.
I mean,
And there you go.
chili's definitely the best hot dog condiment, but mustard is superior. And then
Oh.
even they got spicy, they got brown, they got
Yeah, when I was in high school, that was the thing. Go to 7-Eleven, get the chili dogs on lunch. Well,
Yeah.
get two chili dogs at 7-Eleven and play video games until you had to go back to school for lunch. After lunch was over.
Have you ever? I don't know. Do you guys have Nathan's hot dog places down there?
Oh,
no, but in the
actual
grocery
restaurants.
store. Oh, not the
Yeah,
not the
no.
restaurants, just the grocery
No,
store.
that's an East Coast thing, right?
Yeah, it is.
Well, I didn't even know they
primarily-
had a restaurant.
They used, yeah, they
Yeah.
do. The last time I saw one, the furthest out west I saw one, well, that I ever saw, but there used to be one in the Phoenix International Airport, but it's no longer there anymore. And I used to love going through, whenever we flew through Phoenix, I would
That
always
sounds good.
go over there because not only were the hot dogs good, but they had crinkle cut fries.
Yeah.
And I love crinkle cut fries, but
So you're gonna bring us down?
Who
some,
doesn't?
Joe?
Well, we don't have Nathan's here.
Oh,
I just buy.
I was just
buy-
asking.
I just
Have you
buy them
been
at the
to one?
supermarket now, and
yeah. I
No, because I was all this hot dog talk, right? So I know that they're an East Coast thing. Like that's where
Coney
the festival is in Coney Island, all that, right? But I was listening to something, and like I guess there are a lot of ballparks, right? You can get a Nathan's hot dog at like certain ballparks, but the hot
And they're
dog at the
different. They're like
ballpark,
way longer.
yes. So the hot dog at the ballpark is not the same for multiple reasons.
Right. A lot of reasons. Doesn't even
The
taste the same.
big reason is the casing is different. They
I
use a
know
different
my hot dog.
casing
yeah.
on the hot dogs at the ballparks than they do at the actual restaurant.
Well, I will say that the
Mm.
nice thing about Nathan's hot dogs, they sell them 8 to a pack, the same as the buns.
Right? Shocking, isn't
Right,
it?
which is
Crazy.
perfect. Yeah, they don't
Math.
make you buy extra and waste them
Math.
or not have enough to get a second pack.
Put those in the air fryer, man. Oh, perfect every time.
I'm
Okay.
into jalapeno cheddar sauce. Anyways, let's get
All right,
That's enough.
This is
Enough hot dogs.
Saturday. This is not Saturday night hot dogs.
right. It's Saturday night. Bullshit.
This is
A
the
little bit
last
of
time
a-
I'm getting invited on the show.
A little bit of media, and unfortunately, my stuff was not big enough to load to here because we are obviously on a freebie count right now. You know, Joe and I are just trying to figure things out right now. Okay. So we're being a little bit ghetto.
You play it local and share screen.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing it from my drive, but
Yeah, you play video from you use the share screen. You sit.
I mean, I do have
play
them
video,
here. Yeah.
Play video and then it'll play the video file.
Yeah. But before we get into the little trailers I have, in case we don't even need them, what are y'all watching? Joe, I feel like you haven't been watching, but hopefully you at least watched something.
I'm trying to think. Did I watch anything this week? No. Like I said, it was a pretty shitty week because of some stuff going on at work. So I don't think I watched anything this week, to be honest.
Mhm.
But I really, really want to watch Welcome to Derry. So I'm like trying to put that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put that on the forefront of TV watching.
It's really good because I think I already kind of mentioned this, but I like the fact that it's not anything at all. Well, I guess you don't want to give away too much, but you just have to watch it. And then you have you have somebody in it, which I think they've already spoiled anyways, but you have somebody in it that, you know, kind of.
I've seen the spoilers, right? I've seen the spoilers, but I've read the book multiple times, so it wasn't a spoiler for me. I already knew that's part of the story.
Well,
right?
no, but more what was going to be in this, because as you know from reading, because I'm rereading it right now as well, but it doesn't have anything to do with the movies, really. I mean, just different variations of it. So it was just cool to see what they're going to do with it.
Within the book, right, there's different timelines, and there's that's one story that's made up of really actually like 12 stories, right? Because it jumps back and forth to different time periods, you know, with different groups of people and how they were.
Well, I just like that it's predating everything, because we always hear about the same
right,
part of the timeline. So I don't know that it crosses through different parts of the timeline, but it's a different part of the timeline that we see in the movies, which is cool.
Is it every 38 years? Is that the timeline, right?
Well, yeah, but this is like a predated thing, so it's kind of like one journey.
I want to say it's 38 years, but every 38 years or something around that number,
38.
Pennywise returns, right? So if it goes back in the book, it goes back in 38-year increments, and it tells the story of like what took place this year, and then the 38 years before that, and the 38 years before that. Almost like it's, you know, since the story was created, right? It tells its creation, and then it goes on to tell.
Yeah, but that's more the book, though. I mean, that would be cool to do, but this is more, like I said, this is going to be just a different part of that book, but it's not going to touch on everything. I mean, I don't think so, because I don't see how it could, because we're already a few in, and it's like I said, it's sticking to pretty much one journey, which is really cool, actually. Really enjoy it. My cover is white and like thicker looking. I think mine's like smaller, so I don't know.
This is an old version.
Oh, okay.
So this is kind of a pickup spoiler alert. I pick these up anytime I find them at the thrift store, these older versions.
Yeah, that one looks cool.
Yeah, it's
and
just a
easier
cool cover,
to bring around, because mine's like.
I have like 9. I have like 9 of these, right? And I think this
the same
is like.
Ones?
Yeah, I just pick them up like. I love this book so much. This is like 9.
How many times have you read it?
I've read it all the way through twice, and partially several other times. It takes a lot. Like if you listen to it on an audiobook, it's like 44 hours, something like that. It's a long, long book. It's not, you know.
Well, what about you, Stax? What are you watching?
It was a mix of YouTube stuff on YouTube a lot this last week when I'd be taking a break to sit down. But the only show that I was really kind of sitting there kind of paying attention to other than watching wrestling was I started watching or binging Going Dutch, which is just because I wanted a dumb comedy, and that's all it is a dumb comedy. It's not a good it's not a good comedy. It's just dumb.
Sometimes it's nice.
It's Dennis Leary was like some grizzled war combat colonel with experience that pisses somebody off, and so as punishment they send him to finish his days in the army at some Dutch support camp where they make cheese and do laundry. And so it's just,
Are they from Idaho?
Wow.
no, I don't know where they're from, but yeah, it's just culture clash standard stuff with Dennis Leary getting to play an old cranky guy, which is the usual, and surrounded by a bunch of young kids that are new, not used to, not hard and soft, the softer side of the army.
The softer
thing. So yeah, like I said, dumb comedy. It passed the time until I would fall asleep watching TV.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I've been doing that too. I just have my fluff shows. I'm still on Nashville because it has like 20 seasons. But we are watching Derry, obviously, and then I do have a few. If hopefully it'll play them. This one is the one that I'm super excited with. Y'all probably don't care.
Rogue action.
Y'all didn't see the first one?
No.
What?
No, I didn't see it either.
Disappointment.
Miranda? Took you long
Well,
enough.
it's iconic and amazing, and I'm obsessed. So Devil Wears Prada too.
So,
Okay.
Side note, the band, The Devil Wears Prada, just dropped a new album yesterday. Go listen to that. Much better than that movie.
No. The movie is iconic. You guys would know if you watched it. Watch it. Give it a try.
Yeah.
And then since I've been more in the gaming mode, I did put in a few, and these ones are not anything because everyone always shares what's ever new.
Here
So
we are, boy.
we met
Bullworth
last
Academy.
time about Bully.
Have fun, Jimmy.
This is what this game is. It's an older game,
Quite the
Xbox
nastiest little boy I have ever
360. So I mean, I don't know what year, long time ago.
You can
Like a little bit of an
clean
open
my
room.
shoes.
Like you have to roam around. It's like a kid's version of GTA.
Those graphics from like 15 years ago? Or?
Oh yeah, old. It's still fun though. My kids all actually played it too.
Maybe not even that. Maybe even longer. Maybe 25.
Anything at all.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, but like in the best way.
Nonsense.
So that's Bully. Someone was actually, I feel like it was Trev actually too, who had mentioned it too, because I love that one. And then the other game, which Joe's familiar with because he's witnessed us firsthand playing, is Schedule 1. A little bit of Breaking Bad, and you're a drug dealer. You start off with a trailer, and you work your way up in the business. You know. I love Bully. Yeah, I loved it.
So I saw you guys randomly started playing this the other day online again.
Yeah.
I
We're gonna
wanted
start
to
up
watch. I
again,
didn't have
maybe
time.
even tonight. So definitely y'all can tune in later, late night. But that one's fun. I don't know. I mean, it's just fun. You're playing pretend.
It's fun to
basically.
watch.
Yeah. And then this one probably a lot of y'all don't know about.
War has raged between the plants and
I
the
played this with my boys.
zombies.
It
You
was
must
so much fun. And you could get it on the Switch too. Not too, but looks good. And then you can get it on Xbox. You can get it on PlayStation. I don't know.
Which is not corn. It could be corn. So let me see corn. Corn. He's a cereal grain. And really good to popping with butter. It's
The tail, the ass.
Wheeling through the hood on roller skates.
Even with the zombie theme for Zombie Joe.
She's looking all over the place for your brain. Watch her disappear while we sing the refrain. Ready, set, go.
But that one's fun. And that one's also kind of like a open world, kind of roam around, whatever.
So
But yeah.
is it Plants vs. Zombies, the original one, I don't remember what platform it was on, but I used to play that all the time. That was one game I did love.
On,
That
like,
was
the
fun.
tablet?
I almost shared that one. Yeah, so that one was a mobile phone originally. then they made a tablet one, and then you could get it on the Xbox, and actually play that version on there. And then they got like Plants vs. Zombie 2 and whatever, but then this one, Plants vs. Zombies Neighborville. And it's literally almost like one of those all-out shooting, games, similar to Call of Duty and stuff, but it's Plants vs. Zombies. So you get into battle royales and stuff like that, or you can just roam through your neighborhood and do side quests and things like that. So it was dope.
Just hardcore gaming, Plants vs.
Right?
Zombies.
Yeah. Was slaying them. And sometimes you want to be, the good guy. But which one's the good guy in your opinion? You know what I mean? Because they both have stories.
Obviously, it's the zombies.
It's time for hardcore Farmville.
I actually really do like That's what it is, though. Dude, the corn goes off, dude. The corn on the cob. Ain't nobody do it like the corn on the cob. You know what I mean? And then you have like this little zombie guy who does it pretty good. But the disco zombie, man, he's leveled up. You don't even know. So that's what I have for the media stuff. Like I said, I've just been gaming. To remind, because Joe's also supposed to start playing it, and I believe he's not going to make it because it's really going to end soon. But they should have Warner Brothers coming eventually, supposedly, and some more Marvel stuff coming. But Fortnite, Simpsons, I'm also on right now, so that's why I'm not really watching anything. And they did re-update it again, so it's getting even doper. But the whole thing is cel shaded, so it looks just like as if you were in, The Simpsons. So hopefully Joe will start playing with us eventually when he gets his stuff set up. I'm not really sure what we're
Hopefully.
waiting on.
It's on my list of 5,000 things to do.
Well, now I'm starting to understand why you're not getting anything done, because you're taking naps and sitting on the couch.
All right, JSS.
Wow.
Blanton's is calling. I love it.
Wow.
Oh, there you go. Blanton. Get it on. Yeah, we just had it's Will. So I thought it was Connor, whatever, but Book Abyss on Instagram. He just got on and played with us a little bit yesterday. He's out of town, so he'll join us next time. But he got on. So a lot of people are playing it. It's kind of funny to see. But we're usually meeting people through that way. So anyone who wants to join us, hit us up. Rick, who's supposed to be hopping on at some point, but may not make it on, is usually on there as well. And then we do stream sometimes, as Joe mentioned. Usually schedule one, though. Because, we just can't stay away from that drug dealer life.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. It's a funny game.
I've dabbled around with different ones like that, but I don't really play them like that. Just usually because my boys want to try stuff out. I like to try out stuff, so you guys can also go on. Do I even have it up? Oh, I do have it up. I haven't done it in a while because most of my stuff goes to TikTok because I'm more current on there. But I posted to Coffee Monster a lot of like little snippets of different games because I do try out and demo a lot of them. I just like gaming. So, and then we did post a couple of the lives that we did. And usually though we say stupid shit. Well, you guys know because you guys watch this show, and I say stupid stuff sometimes. So, but just try not to listen and just watch and enjoy, because we enjoy making them. So enough about media then, because we don't really stay on that too long. But I just want to share those ones with you guys. And honestly, there's a lot of stuff coming out. It's just everyone always talks about the different ones that come out. We stick more to TV shows anyways in gaming. But Joe, did you have any VHSs that you bought? Sometimes you have VHSs.
Are we doing pickups already?
Yeah, we can start yours.
Okay.
And you can start with those medias. I didn't even make a little clip for this, just something subtle. But our little, this will be our little pickup segment.
Okay, so nothing crazy. I got one VHS this week. I don't know what year this movie's from, but Earth versus the Flying Saucers. So I don't know. This is the original cover. Where is it? Right
That
there.
looks cool.
So it's, right, the original cover. So it's like some older, I'm assuming like 50s, like black and white shit movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, for $1, I'll take it.
It looks cool. I don't know if it's watchable, but.
Yeah, probably.
And then
not,
Rob, did you have a favorite game from 7-Eleven? 7-Eleven?
There was only so many, but I think it was, as I recall, Street Fighter 2 had just come out, and that was the big game that everybody was lined up for at the 7-Eleven.
Okay. 7-Eleven used to be
Street
popping.
Fighter 2.
Well, it used to be at my school you could leave campus for lunch, and so you'd go over there and they had like 4 arcade games, and I think they had one of them was a Street Fighter 2. That's the one where most of the line was, and then they had like usually it'd be something like 1942 and then like a I don't know what other game, I can't remember what other games were out around the late 80s, early 90s, but whatever it was there. I know.
Well,
that
apparently
Street
Joe was
Fighter-
around at that time too.
What was that game? There was like you could pick up from like 4 characters. There was like a female, there was like a dwarf, and it was kind of like
Oh yeah, I know which one.
like
I know
medieval
game.
kind of thing, right? The dwarf guy had a big hammer, and like
Yeah,
there was one guy with a bow.
I don't
That
remember the
arcade
name,
game was
but-
always fun.
but
I don't remember the name either.
Well, back then was great because you go to the arcade, you had all kinds of really cool games to play and stuff. It was like
Yeah,
Now there's
Well,
so
that-
many of them.
that was a different
they have
one. I think
variations.
there was a different game, Altered Beasts. Callie, I think was what you're thinking of, which was a different game where it was a side scroller where you would, as you'd power up, you turned from human into like a monster or a beast or something. But there was, I know it was kind of like a sort of like an early dungeon crawl game.
right. Yeah,
Oh, those were fun though. Sometimes I don't know. I played a few of those. I don't
like,
really
it was
remember
like
what names were.
medieval themed, right? And there was 4 characters you could play as, and I just remember that being a fun arcade game back in the day.
Yeah.
I love going to arcades still though, but it's just all the games now. I mean, there's just different variations of the different stuff. But there's so many of them. Like none of them are the same. They're all like catered to whatever place you're going to.
Right.
Gauntlet,
Okay,
I
so-
remember that.
Back to pickups.
Oh, I think
Pick this up.
it was Gauntlet.
Was
Yeah.
it Gauntlet?
Gauntlet was the top-down perspective hack and slash. You choose 4 characters: a warrior, a wizard, a Valkyrie, or an elf. Or maybe
Maybe.
that's different. Maybe that's different. Than Gauntlet
So
was
a
one, but I
dwarf?
think there was a different one. You're thinking of a different game than Gauntlet. Man, but because I do remember.
Because
that
this game played like a left to right, right?
yeah,
So you were moving to the
yeah.
right of the screen as you played.
yeah, it's not.
It wasn't
it's
the
not
top down.
but- Yeah,
They
it
call
was a
that
side
analog, right, or
scroller.
something? Was it?
No, it was a side
Oh no, I'm
scroller.
not that old. Oh,
Yeah.
side scroll. Yeah, I can't really hold my attention. 1985 Gauntlet. He said it's gonna drive
you
him
guys-
crazy.
You guys figure that out. I'm gonna keep going.
Chat, go to work.
Golden
Hellraiser
Axe.
Collection.
Golden Axe.
There you go. That's it. That is it right there.
That actually sounds it sounds familiar for an arcade.
Golden Axe.
God, I love Gemini for this type of stuff. I'm just throwing stupid, cute little clues to it. It's coming out and spitting out. Oh, okay. These are the options. And as soon as I saw Golden Axe, well, that's the one. I remember it
Yeah,
now.
that is the
Yeah.
one. Yes, that was a fun game. So
Because
Hellraiser Collection. 6 different Hellraiser films. I'm sure I have all these individually, but I was at the thrift store, so I figured, why the fuck not? I'll watch them all again.
That's cool though. It has all. Did it have every single one in it?
No,
Oh.
it's missing the first 2. Like, there's something weird with the first 2 films. Some copyright thing or something, licensing. I don't know what the deal is, but because you never find like the first one and the second one, there's like a weird thing between them, and then once it goes to the third, I think other company takes over. I don't know, but this is like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, Hell on Earth, Bloodline, Inferno, Hellseeker, Deader, and Hellworld. So missing the first
Still
2.
really cool though.
Yeah, I like Hellraiser. I like Pinhead.
Yeah.
Obviously, I showed this. Got this at the thrift store as well. And then this one, just because it's an older copy and the cover's cool with little Drew Barrymore.
Oh wow, that's
Early
really cool.
copy of Firestarter, right? So yeah, I have the entire Stephen King collection in
read that.
paperback. I have the whole collection in paperback, but if I find like unique copies, like something like this or an older printing, this is like 9th printing.
You was gonna say
Which is
that's a
still-
reprint from the movie, right?
Right, yeah, it's still old because the movie came out like
Yeah.
the late 70s, early 80s, something. I don't know. But
Yeah,
yeah.
because for me it was like watching an old movie or whatever, right? Because
yeah, it's. I mean, Drew
way younger
Barrymore's.
than
Drew Barrymore, I think, is a few years older than me, right?
Yes,
So,
because she's
Really?
she's
She looks great.
Drew Barrymore is 50 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
She turned
Oh my
50 this
God.
year. She was on the cover of
Hey, Joe always has the
AARP
good
magazine for her birthday.
wow.
And she is.
Do you get that too, Joe? That magazine?
She's
no, I do not.
No, he's not 50. She's
54.
she's
No?
just like I said, she's just barely younger than I am. I've grown up and watched basically just barely older than her my whole life. So
Yeah, I grew up watching.
No.
I loved. She was one of my. So she was like my favorite movie actress. I just loved her because she was
thanks
so
to her,
unique.
I've watched a lot of movies I would never have watched otherwise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a huge crush
Never
on her
been
too,
kissed?
like growing up.
Yeah. She had that great
Phenomenal.
girl next door vibe that
Mm.
was phenomenal. And then she's just enough crazy in her when she was trying to get out of that image of being a kid and doing all
Yeah,
kinds of weird stuff.
And just being like similar in age to like us, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
exactly.
it was, whole thing, right? Another book, not authored by Stephen King, but Stephen King related that I didn't have in the collection. So scoop that up for the collection of books that I.
Why were you canceling me? What happened? I barely even said anything. That was all Joe.
I think because you're making Joe older than he is. I don't know.
Yes, yeah,
Oh.
I agree. Thank you, Callie. Hashtag cancel coffee is back again.
Well, but like somebody said that he's really 54. I just was trying to help him speak his truth.
He's young, which makes me wonder who is there. Well, never mind. That's a different conversation. I'm off topic. Never mind.
Fine, Joe's 44.
Okay, so let's go to some books. So this is a very heavy Carnage week, right? I've cut down my pull list pretty much just down to Carnage related stuff at this point, and a few horror titles. So this first one, Spider-Man 94, just a cool 90s retro cover with Venom and Carnage. I thought it was cool.
Oh, I thought purple.
Yeah, and it's got like the different, Carnage, Venom artwork in the background from the covers and stuff. So that was
Those
cool.
big facts.
Venom 251, which they went from regular numbering on this series to the legacy numbering, which I fucking hate. Like, I don't even know what issue we're on now. It was like issue 6 or 7, but now it's 251. So
That's a t-shirt.
Still-
by the way.
still with Mary Jane
comic
Venom,
book?
which is trash.
Agreed.
Oh,
Is
this one's a
is that what it
t-shirt. This one, right?
Oh, that's cool.
Ugh.
These covers, like there's a bunch of them, and these are just the regular variants. There's also 1 in 50 variants that are virgin covers, but I picked these up just because they're cool. And this artwork has been out for years. This guy did this artwork years ago because I saw this on Instagram years back, but now they're finally being put out as covers.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh,
this
that's
whole,
cool.
He's doing a series of them too. There's a Miles.
Lee.
There's a Miles one, and there's a.
Yeah, and now they're finally releasing them right as covers. So they're each different series has a variant cover and a 1 in 50 that's a virgin variant.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see them actually finally on covers. I got the Venom one. Only reason I got the Venom one is so it could go with the Carnage one, right? Just kind of
But now you have to get the Miles one just to have them all.
no, those came out last week or the week before. I passed on them. So just these two. That'll do it for me.
yourself a collector.
Yeah, I'm a collector on a budget these days. I'm hitting up the thrift store and cutting down the pull list. Eddie Brock Carnage, regular covers, cover 10. I don't really like this cover, but it's whatever.
How's the series?
Honestly, I read the first couple issues and I haven't been reading it. Like, I'm not a fan of Eddie Brock as Carnage.
Yeah,
I wish they would just
done. It's like, why you got to give him a symbiote, so you put him in Carnage, and then you do this over there. You've done this with Venom. It's like, what are you doing? Why are you guys?
They're beating it to death. They're beating it to
It's the
death.
same. It's the same thing with like, why do you guys keep teasing Mary Jane for this, and then you don't do that, and you don't give the people what they want, which is give them Eddie Brock Venom, give us this. The only
Cletus
thing that they've
Carnage.
done is at least we've got Flash Thompson running around as Agent Anti Venom, but I mean,
Yeah, they need to focus more on better storytelling and stop worrying about gimmicks and just restarting shit over and over. And it's just so much trash. But I still buy the books, so apparently it's working. And then New Avengers, because Carnage is part of the New Avengers, so I get the Carnage covers.
that makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I know, but Carnage is on the cover. He's part of the team, so that is what it is. Okay, so now this one, I was kind of talking to you earlier, Sabrina, about. So this afternoon I went for lunch. We went to Jack in the Box, right? And Jack in the Box is doing a Gremlins deal.
What?
So I was super fucking stoked.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
they're doing a
I wanna
yeah.
have
There's a
Google
commercial. There's a commercial. It's a whole thing, right? It's the midnight meal. Okay, so it's like the fry mix with like the onion rings, the curly fries, and the regular fries. 2 tacos, 2 chicken strips. Whatever. I could give a shit less. It has Gremlins, so I had to
I
get
think
it.
I think if you eat that, you will give shit more.
Right? Yeah. Oh, and the sauce that it comes with, it's a sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. The worst fucking sauce I've ever tasted in my life.
Yeah, the Wednesday stuff was terrible, but it's like you have to try it. That you know what I mean? You just can't not.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna
it
go
comes.
get
It comes with an air freshener, a fucking
Oh,
Gremlins
that's
air
dope.
freshener, right? So it's got the Gremlin on one
that. Oh, they're
side
the different ones.
Yes.
and the Mogwai Gizmo
Oh, it has
on the other
both.
side, right? So yeah, I mean, it was an instant buy, right? I had to get it,
Yeah, late night junk food, and you get an air. I mean, yeah, why not?
right? Got a couple extra tacos. Me and the wife split it. It was fine, but
Smells
when
like ass.
I'm getting the food, I noticed behind the counter the dude has a roll of stickers for the Gremlins midnight meal, like a big fucking roll, and they're just sitting there. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna ask him if I can get a sticker. So I walk up to the counter and I'm like, hey, bro, can I get a couple of those stickers? He's like, looks at me kind of weird. He's probably like 18, 19 years old, stoner kid. So he walks over and the dumb fucker,
Baby.
he starts peeling the stickers off the tape, right? Like he's just gonna give me the sticker, like the sticky sticker, like I'm gonna fucking put it on my chest or something and walk out of the store. He takes off 2 of them and turns around. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? Like, can you put them back on the thing? So at that point, he's over there.
Just stick them on their wall.
Yeah, like what am I gonna? I'm
I just
fucking
put it
holding
like
my
I tell 'em,
hands
put your
while I
hand
eat my
out, put it on
food.
his hands.
Yeah, so he's over there like trying to fucking put him back on the thing, and the manager walks over and she's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "He wanted us some stickers." So she fucking grabs the roll and she just goes zoop, and rips off a section and turns around and like, "Here you go." And she looks at the kid and she goes, "They don't know who these Gremlins are, but we know. We were raised with these." And she just laughs and we laughed and I walked away. But she gave me a fucking whole thing of stickers.
Oh, those look cool. So those are like to
Yeah.
close the box, right? Is that what it is?
I guess. I
And
don't
they're
know. I
just
just
like,
thought
what the fuck?
I just wanted one
midnight
because I collect Gremlin stuff, so I wanted one,
I
right?
have a whole collection going. So
Just to have for my
stuff.
thing, but now I have a whole fucking thing of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny though because the kid was a total dumbass. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with the stickers after you pull them off the thing?
But that's
Yeah.
fucking how kids are.
You can put them on your shirt, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that
put
what-
one on my
that's like-
hat.
Because
Well,
that's
it's
what
like
the
for
little.
the
That's
kid,
what.
how you put it on their hand or their shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
You
The
know, like,
little kid would do, but you know,
yeah.
I don't think he realized that A, you weren't a little kid, and B, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
because you look.
So I got my Gremlin
like a
stickers.
young, like a youngin.
Yes. Yeah, me and the other elderly woman behind the counter had a laugh because we're
Nice.
old and we know about Gremlins.
Elderly woman. Wow. Now you're.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, everyone
Gremlins
keeps
are
telling me
as old, okay? Because it's
everyone keeps telling me I'm old, so. But no, yeah. So another thing too, supposedly Gremlins 3 is happening. I saw that on
Yeah, I
Reddit.
keep hearing about that back
Yeah.
and forth. But it's been for a minute saying that about a few different ones. So we'll see.
Yeah, there were some pictures circulated online about stuff, and so who knows?
Old man Jeff.
Kinda-
Oh
kind
yeah,
of excited, but kind of not.
because all pictures on the internet are real.
Right.
I mean,
They make
I
these
feel like
trailers up
Reddit.
Are you
real
going to tell
now.
me? Wait, say. Let me guess. There's a movie trailer too, huh?
That's what I was saying. These movie
Yes.
trailers are great, dude. I've almost clipped a
No.
few for this stuff, and I'm like, wait, that's not coming. I fact checked it real quick, and I'm like, oh shit. People have way too much time on their goddamn hands.
No, so I don't know. I'm optimistic, right? Like it would be cool to see it
So Kelly,
after all
I
these years.
Christmas thing because like I know it's a Christmas movie, but I watched it
Yeah.
all year long. My husband always stands by that it's a Christmas movie. I get it, it's a Christmas movie, but like it's just
It
not
is.
always. But
It's the best Christmas movie.
anytime. It's an anytime movie.
But it's
I
like
don't know.
certain movies are for Halloween. Gremlins is for Christmas. Like, don't watch Gremlins
That's
at
what I'm saying.
Halloween.
Is I never related it to. It's weird, probably, but I just never did. I just loved Gremlins. I watched it all the time.
Nightmare for Christmas is a better Christmas movie. Thanks.
I had actual Christmas movies that I loved. Oh, there's
Anyways,
the culprit. You getting
Hey,
on?
Christmas Eve
I
at
can-
my house,
I
we'll be
can
watching
prove
Gremlins.
it. I can prove it.
No, I know it's a Christmas movie. I know.
No,
We
I
can
can
prove
prove that. I can prove it's a better Christmas movie.
Oh no,
First of all-
it is. No, like it is. I just meant like I just never thought it that way until I realized
No,
it.
no, no.
Like
I'm
I was
talking to
saying,
Joe
I
He's
loved
not.
it.
Nightmare.
He's not talking
the
about
Nightmare.
Gremlins.
The Nightmare Before
Oh.
Christmas is a better Christmas movie than Gremlins.
It's
Why?
a great movie.
It can be proved very simply. In Gremlins, does Santa save Christmas?
No, I think he just screams, right?
Right.
I don't
Nightmare
know.
for Christmas, Santa saves Christmas. Ergo, better Christmas movie.
I don't know. My favorite Christmas movie is Krampus. So
Krampus is good. I've never seen Nightmare Before Christmas.
what?
Oh,
Yeah, we
Oh.
talked about this last time. We all were all in here.
I'm always gonna be
Right.
shocked. I don't know. I
Joe?
don't like it. Every time you say it, I'm like, ew.
you have homework to do before Christmas.
Oh, God.
Before
I don't
Christmas.
need any more homework. I don't need any more.
It's 90 minutes.
You need more stuff
you can
to
do it.
fail at
Okay,
right now.
okay. I'll pick up a copy next time I'm at the thrift store. I'll pick up a copy and I will watch it
There's
for
been
you.
copies and you haven't picked.
Yeah, I see them all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have a streaming, but yeah, I forgot who I'm talking to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do, but we don't. We
It's
have
soft potatoes, so it's kind of hard to get it going.
Right.
we have HBO Max and we have
Dang, JSS is pulling your nerd card.
some other weird channel my wife watches because there's some weird show she watches on it.
What, like
Fair
Tubi
enough,
or something?
whatever.
I'm hearing about Tubi
Huh?
lately.
I don't know. She
Tubi's,
watches some.
Tubi has a lot of stuff, but you can. It has commercial. It's commercial based, so you can watch it for free. So it's popular.
She
'cause there's
watches
a lot of stuff, and
My wife watches the show Outlander. I don't know.
yeah, no,
Weird.
Rick, it is on Disney Plus because it was distributed by Buena Vista, which was a Disney property.
Yeah, I don't have Disney Plus.
Yeah. All right. Well, fuck. All right. Moving on.
Well, your wife does. So, anyways,
So that's it for me.
that was a
So-
good little haul. That was a good little haul.
Yeah, no, it was, for not spending a lot of money, just, being broke as fuck. Got a few cool things from the thrift store and a few comics.
Yeah. I'm not even sharing anything new this week. I have a few that I didn't even bring them. Like I said, I brought my sexy books to share. So all my sex criminals and shit like that. But let's have snacks go next first. I'll go last.
Oh God, I got a stack of shit. I'll go through it quick because I had a lot of stuff that came in. Finally went to the LCS stuff and picked up like Flash Gordon
Oh, that's
Quarterly,
beautiful.
and a reprint there. Justice League. Oh, what is that? Issue
Right,
21. I like picking up the old reprints. Transformers came out.
What are they called? Not reprints. They call them,
They call them facsimiles, but they're not
There you go.
facsimiles. They're reprints.
yes. Yeah.
There's Transformers number 26. That's
There, Joe. JSS is sending you the link.
Batman 162.
Those Transformer covers are so dope. Like, there's so many
Yep.
cool covers.
The Phantom, issue 2. I finally got around to getting the Absolute Batman annual that
I got
everybody
a
was
couple
talking about.
absolute, but I'm not too many. Oh, I like that.
Another oldie. Issue number 3. Harley and Ivy, issue 1.
And are you reading all these different Batman ones, or some and some
Yeah.
are just select?
Yeah. Spider Gwen, Ghost Spider. There's another symbiote Joe. Actually, Agent Venom comes to help her. Miles Morales.
I always love the character of Agent Annie Venom.
Yeah. Dr. Aphra, Chaos Agent. Ultimate Spider-Man. We're featuring the first appearance of the Ultimate Superior Spider-Man.
Oh, I like the cover.
So this Ultimate,
Oh yeah, they do. Those are the 1 in 25s have been because the story moves 1 month at a time. This is they've been doing holiday covers, holiday themed covers for their 1 in 25. So here you got the October. Obviously, it's Halloween, so you get the kids dressed up as J. Jonah Jameson, and
Yeah.
that's cool. So is this the same Ultimate Universe as like the previous Ultimate Spider-Man?
no,
No.
this is a new Ultimate Universe where the maker, who is the Reed Richards from the
Right.
old Ultimate, who went bad, he has gone there and he's basically made it a world where there were no superheroes. He basically stopped like the spider from biting Peter, and did all these, took knowledge of how these characters all got their powers and went and stopped it from happening. And so this whole thing has been in the Ultimate Universe right now has been them trying to fight against the maker by creating the superheroes again. So in this case, Peter gets given the spider to allow himself to be bitten, and gets told about what his destiny was. But he's older than he would have been. He's not a kid now. He's been married for a couple years. He's got 2 kids. All these things. So now Peter Parker as Spider-Man, he and Mary Jane are married. They've got 2 kids. They've got his best friend is Norman Osborn. And matter of fact, Norman Osborn is wearing an armor set based on Iron Man armor to basically they go crime fighting together as Green Goblin and Spider-Man. It's just
That's crazy.
There's different twists. Yeah, Gwen Stacy turned out to be a Mysterio. There's just all kinds of different twists and different things that go on. It's really interesting, not only from the dynamic of Peter being an adult and having the kids and having that family life that we all wanted him to really have.
Right.
But my premise is, I was talking with one of the artists, and we were kind of speculating, and we kind of thought that, there's been a lot of focus on Richard Parker, who is the oldest son of Peter Parker, and he's got basically a techno suit that allows him to go out and act as Spider-Man as well. He's it's a black suit, and it turns out now it's actually the Venom of the Ultimate Venom. He's Ultimate Venom, but the speculation that we were speculating that perhaps at some point here Peter's going to die, and then Richard will become the new Ultimate Spider-Man, since all this focus has been on him, and Peter Parker will be essentially his Uncle Ben, where it gives him the reason to go out and do stuff and behave and do all this stuff. But anyways, here's
I might need to pick up the trade paperbacks.
The Ultimates, which is the ongoing story of the universe type thing, with Doctor Doom trying to recreate the Fantastic Four, and Ultimate Spider-Man Incursion, where Miles Morales has now come over from the 616 into that universe. I picked up a bunch of older stuff, some Web of Spider-Man, just because you can get 13, 14. Yeah, pick up some of these super cheap, because who's collecting Web of Spider-Man, right?
Right.
Looks cool.
Yeah. Well, Web of Spider-Man is the bastard of the Spider-Man books, so it's if you're going to collect Spider-Man, it's like Amazing Spider-Man, then Spectacular Spider-Man, then McFarlane Spider-Man, and then oh yeah, Web. Old Captain America's. Just working on filling in my runs. Anyway, this is is it some more Captain? Oh, Amazing Spider-Man
Oh, that's cool cover.
has 117, 140. There's no real keys in here, just more. These are Bronze Age now, which are starting to climb up there in value. Because there's a old Tale of Suspense I needed, featuring Sumo. Picked up a Dave Stevens Alien World. Space Vixens.
Well, I like that one.
Then last I had picked up a Batman Beyond and Strange Worlds #1.
Is that the second appearance of Batman Beyond?
This is the first appearance of Batman Beyond, but it's not McGinnis as in the Batman Beyond costume in this issue. First appearance of McGinnis, but it's Bruce Wayne in this first issue, and then McGinnis takes over in the second issue. But we meet McGinnis for the first time in there, and then Strange Worlds. This is Avon or Atlas Comics from 1958. Stan Lee, Steve Ditko, Bob Powell, Don Heck, Jack Kirby, and Christopher Rule. I mean, just a collection of folks on this thing.
Right? That's a really cool cover.
Yeah, it counts as a flying saucer cover.
Right.
Which then, of course, because it says flying saucer all over it. And so that means, and so for sci-fi people, there's a whole subgenre there for sci-fi covers, or for flying saucers. So, yeah. And you get the, hey.
Ooh.
Well, that's what I watched. Also, I watched the movie Frosted the other day.
Frosted.
Yeah, I think it's on Netflix. So it's kind of like it's a comedy that kind of like it takes place like the battle between Post and Kellogg's for the development of the Pop-Tart. And as they're racing to
that kind of Frosted.
Yeah, as these the age of breakfast cereals and these two rival companies that were in this one town right across from each other, and they're trying to race to develop this. Meanwhile, they're trying to avoid the milk mafia because you're going to create a breakfast item that doesn't consume milk, so the milk mafia is after them. And
Sounds like Plants vs Zombies for Naperville. It's filled with all kinds of warfare.
Media. Yeah. Well, a lot of big names in this thing. It's just a really kind of a weird comedy. Definitely, I think it was fun. Cool. But I mean, it's.
I might have seen the trailer for it, to be honest, after you described it.
Yeah, it's got who is Jerry Seinfeld? Who was Seinfeld? Jerry Seinfeld. That's what, Jerry Seinfeld is like one of the main characters. Peter Dinklage is like the head of the milk mafia. You've got. I
think I've seen it flash through because I'm on Netflix a lot. I like that one.
What's Amy Schumer is the head of Post. Melissa McCarthy, there's all
the funny ones.
There's a
so it's a comedy.
It's not a factual storytelling.
Yeah, at first I thought it was.
So there isn't any
then you started naming all these
cereal?
people. I was like, oh wait.
Yeah, no, it's just a comedy, and it's using the breakfast thing as like this whole thing. The whole thing is inspired by find kids in the dumpsters eating like pastries dipped in this goo, and they're like, what are you doing eating this stuff in the dumpster? Oh, it tastes good. Try it. Okay. Oh my god. It's just like stupid stuff, but it was stupid fun, and it was one of those kind of like just lighthearted kind of chunky old comedies. Yeah.
I like how that back of the comic book reminded you of that.
Well, because Jack LaLanne is one of the characters. So like what they do is that Kellogg's in the movie, they set up inspired by like the space at the time. It was going on around the same time NASA was trying to get ready to go to the moon or something. And so they were their test pilots. And so Kellogg's created their taste pilots or whatever. And so they got Jack LaLanne, like the head of Schwinn bicycle. They get like all these different Chef Boyardee and like all just stupid stuff that they get together to be like these come together to try to help them create this thing. And Jack LaLanne's like the guy who's playing Jack LaLanne's always doing this stuff in like funky pants and stuff. But anyways, check it out. It's funny.
Sounds good.
I'm not saying it's great. It's just good fun.
Sounds like a good time though. Yeah, sounds like a good time.
And it's family friendly fun. Although, because there's no gratuitous violence or sexuality or profanity or anything throughout it. It's just a good solid.
Definitely not for me then.
You have to say Joe won't watch it.
Well, Joe, there are some poop jokes. As
now you got Rick's attention.
At one point, the Milk Mafia has decides after they've captured Seinfeld's character and decide to let him talk to him and threaten him to make him leave. He has to walk the aisle, and they throw him in this room and close the door. And basically, the exit's the other end of the barn, and it's all the cows are facing out of the door, so all their asses are facing in. He has to walk down the center aisle of all these cows facing him.
Yep.
Back ends facing him, and next scene he's in the shower. Can't stop showering, trying to get the smell out. So
oh hell, I grew up on a dairy. That was a daily occurrence.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can imagine you know exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah,
Huey.
that's funny.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go through my stack quick too, and I don't think they're in order at all, to be honest, because I kind of just started going through and grabbing whichever ones I don't think I've shared ever. But these first two are going to be Money Shot, so these ones do have a. We're gonna have to. Where am I at? Oh, there I'm at. Okay, so Money Shot, and they do have the warning on them, so they do have the little like board, which also on these ones they don't like leave anything blank. A lot of them like will leave them blank, but they put art on everything. So you got like that really cool shot, and then the actual cover, which this one's not so bad. So like a vibrator. These stories are actually kind of cool too. So a little bit like a parody, like action sci-fi thing.
Is that the one where they have sex and it like stops time and they rob banks?
Oh, that's the one I was talking about. But no, that's
Sex Criminals.
Sex Criminals.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, they're all like the same, but they're all. It's funny because they're all kind of like action. I put this one in backwards too. So this one comes with that one on the front. And then, oh no, that is the, I'll put the board too. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. Okay, so this is what I was looking at first for some reason. I guess I flipped this one. This one's actually really cool. So that's this one. Not too much shell in there either. So far, they've been very demure. But yeah, see, like a little bit more like sci-fi. Sci-fi? Is that a thing? Proper term? I felt like I had more Money Shots, but that's fine. Okay, so these ones are all just sex, not Sex Criminal. And these are the second editions, but they are still the collectors. But these ones don't have any kind of covers because it's just the inside. So mature read for what's on the inside. Oh, I guess that one. A little bit. And that came out after Sex Criminals, so. Oh, that's another Money Shot right there. So Money Shot. These ones I liked opening just because I like the ones that actually have a reason to cover them. Most of these ones are pretty cool. Warning, 18 plus. Like all over it. As if you didn't already know. That's a little different than the one I normally grab.
Wow. In your face.
Damn.
leave the tips, please. Leave the tips. Cause she sure didn't. Okay, and then Heat Seeker. I came late to these, and I haven't read it. But same, it looks like an action read as well. But this one didn't have any cover to begin with, so this one was just straight out like that, which was cool, I guess. But these were the different variants that had come out.
Those gun honeys, like every issue has like a nude variant, right?
Yeah, and those are the ones I grabbed normally. I don't think I got any of the ones that weren't. And this was like my favorite one. They stopped though, because this was a little bit ago they were doing it. So I don't know, but a lot of the stuff I was collecting kind of stopped randomly. So this one I think I've already shared this series because I read this series, and this series kind of blew up on Insta. People love this one, and this story is really cool. But you definitely have to read it. But that's Gehenna, I think so that's about. Gehenna, Naked Aggression. And that's how you say it. Faithless. And these ones are also ones that came with, we'll go number 1 first. But Brian Azzarello and Maria Lovett. Maria Lovett has reposted me now a few times. So me and her are like besties. I think she actually follows me now.
Are you?
Joe. Yes, yeah. Okay. Because she's amazing. Look at that. That's beautiful. Won't leave it up too long so we don't get banned.
I mean, I feel like for sure, like this is the last episode. Like we're done after tonight.
Oh, and I got blurred. It was censoring it for me. It was like, taking care of that for me. No, I'm probably going to have to. No. It's good time, folks. It'll fix itself.
Yeah.
Or it's for the best because, again, this probably shouldn't. No, remember, someone mentioned it before. You just as long as you don't have anything inappropriate within the first 45 seconds.
Is that the way it works? Oh, the 40. So in a minute and a half, you can show your butthole. It's fine. Don't worry.
No. It depends. It depends upon what you're trying to do. Whether or not you're trying to get, if it has to do with getting advertising and stuff, then yeah, that first time frame matters. But if you're, no matter what you do or what point you do it in the show, if you start to get to where you're doing something that's just straight, pornographic, you can still get
like that.
taken.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a difference between whether or not if you're doing something where it's like, hey, we're talking about comics, we're showing off comic covers, and you're having a discussion, you can do it in the context of art versus doing it in the context of doing it something else. So
right, it's not pornography.
And then the infamous couple that Joe mentioned. I think I put them. Because you did my interview. That was my favorite. But it's just characters that people don't really know about. And I mean, can you imagine having the power to do that? And you
Everybody
just,
loved that fun. Cover. That cover was like cool. Super hot when it came out.
I like that. I feel like you have to have it if you're collecting this kind of stuff, though, because I mean, it's everywhere. I don't think it's worth much. This is my favorite, though. Out of the sex criminal ones that I have so far. But I mean, they have some really cool ones down the line. But that one was covered just because of this. But during this time, I mean, censorship was pretty strict. I feel like now it's like they go pretty out there now. I've shown you guys ones where there's just a full-on bush. Okay, these ones are, no, I don't have to open these. These aren't covered. But safe sex. So if you're going to have it, safe is important.
Is it though?
I mean, that's what this is. That's what this, is saying. But those ones aren't anything special, but those ones are cool too. They have so many variations. This one's just sex. This one's also mature read, but nothing on the cover. I do like this one though, because I can get something done there. This one is a cover. Yeah, this one's a... No, this is just the normal one. But I think that's cool. She's got like a book down here. Comic book. The Sexual Criminal. Yeah, I think that's one of the more common ones. But it is first issue, so cool to get a variant of that though. This is 14. This is Ladies Please, Sex Criminals. Normal cover, but it's more what's on the inside. These things are pretty cool to read and stuff. And then a lot of them have like actual like little tips and stuff, which is funny. And then the rest of these, I believe, are all, or no, not the rest of them, I guess. The majority of them. These ones are all just different variants of the Sex Criminals, because I do have most of them. I love that one. This was going with that other one with the pink. They had a bunch of like the solid colored. Oh, I just really saw that one. Oh, here's this money shot. Because I had two of them, I guess. So I have one that still has everything on it. This one I found it like this without the cover on it. So it's just a, I guess, backup issue. But issue 1. So issue 1s I usually try to grab them. And then Pop Scars. This is written, same author who wrote Sex Criminals, so it's kind of cool to see, but this is newer than that, obviously. But I like the art in it. Pretty dope. And then Mature Read. And not for anything too much other than that it has bondage. And then I think that's about it. Maybe because there's tits. I mean, there's tits on the cover.
You're like a 15-year-old boy.
Oh, with my collection? Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I like the stuff that not everyone, grabs stuff. I don't know. I also have a bunch that have like, drug paraphernalia in them and like alcohol and stuff.
So if I do get around to posting this week, I have some really weird ones. Like it's a series, all the same series, but really weird covers. If I do post this week, I will post those books. No promises.
Yeah, post them. Yeah, and tag it Saturday night. That's what I've been doing lately, is just tagging stuff that we chat about. Because that's basically what the show is all about. So throw it out there. It'd be cool to actually see you post for once. I don't know. What do you think, Steph?
I know.
It's like not that hard.
Right.
I know.
And
Yeah,
Joe,
okay.
I don't collect like a 15-year-old. I
gonna
collect
make
like
excuses.
you. I collect like Joe. I'm just basically a female Joe. So I don't know what you're talking about. Other than I don't do the Venom and stuff. I just don't.
I just don't do as many titty covers. Like I try to like not buy books just based on titties, right? Because then I'd have boxes and boxes full of titty books.
Yeah. No, I mean I have some. I think it's just because I collect a lot of Vampirella, which always is going to have that. I have more maybe, but it's not for that. I don't know. They're more true raw stories. I don't know. Do you read any of the ones that you grab?
I think you buy them because there's titties. I think that's why you buy them.
Maybe, yeah.
I think it
Maybe
just happens that you like the stories after you
and
buy
that
them.
could be it. It could be, yeah. But for me, it's just they're always just more real. I just like real.
Yeah. Well, it's
Real.
independent titles too, right? Independent titles
I like indie.
typically
Yeah.
have better stories.
But no, my biggest part of my collection is definitely going to be horror and indie for sure.
Yeah.
I wish I had a lot more of this kind of stuff, but I don't. I mean, this is like the epitome of most of what I have that's from the mature stuff. And then a lot of the mature stuff doesn't actually have titties in it, which is funny. A lot of the mags too don't. So sometimes it's just Mature Read because it has talk of, adult things in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes this is mature and it's not at all. And I'm like, okay, that's confusing. But I definitely buy them when it has that tag on it for sure. So maybe it's a tits thing. I don't know.
15-year-old boy.
Yeah, I guess so.
As we were talking about earlier today on Only Slabs, ain't nothing wrong with.
Yeah.
Well, like you also said earlier when we were talking, collect what you love, right? That's why we are the black sheep. We do what we want. We don't fall in line with anybody else.
So
Yeah.
somebody thinks it's weird and great. We double down.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And obviously, Sabrina has doubled and tripled and quadrupled down on her titty books. So
Yeah.
here we are.
Yeah. And I mean, I'll always grab them. Yeah. I don't think I'll ever stop collecting what I love. I can promise y'all that.
Yeah.
Super Pen Difficlus.
This is my favorite comment of the night.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's mine for this week. Because like I said, I didn't want to share the ones I just picked up because we always share the new books and we all grab a lot of the same stuff, except for Joe.
Yeah.
There was a lot of Venom tonight.
It was a lot of carnage, right? There was one
Carnage.
Venom book. or no, 2 Venom books. I'm sorry.
3, 4.
I only do Venom the A cover, but
I know
I picked
lately
up
you've
an
been getting
extra
some
cover.
really cool like indie published books and stuff, like reading stuff.
Right.
For
Yeah.
I think today's the
I'm
first
just
time you really went for a haul.
yeah. I'm trying to stop by pointless shit. Like Marvel is just putting out garbage after garbage with a lot of stuff. So I'm trying just to focus on only Carnage for Marvel, and then I can pick up more of the weird stuff that I like. Because it's gotten to this point with Marvel where they're just using the same characters over and over to sell books, and it's like I just can't do it.
Yeah, I mean that's why. Yeah, I don't really do Marvel for that reason. I mean, I do get through the DC stuff. I do, but otherwise, I like indie stuff
I
because most of
completely
what I'm
stopped with
buying
DC.
is reading and stuff. No, I can't. I like it too much. There's too many of my favorites in them because I got all my baddies and then Batman and there's a lot of stuff Batman I like to read because I like detective stuff. And then sometimes it gets really dark. I don't know. I like that. DC's good.
Well,
I don't know. Marvel, you need to just leave behind and go DC.
Yeah, no. I think I might just leave them both behind and just do all independent.
I thought about that. Yeah. I mean, I've gone almost to that. And right now I'm basically doing that because I haven't, other than that last Batman box I showed you, which was a couple weeks ago, I haven't bought any DC.
Well, I think that's it for tonight.
Yeah. We've gone over pretty much everything for the night. Rick didn't get to join, but that's fine. You guys might catch us streaming.
He can come out next time.
Yeah. I'm glad Zach's able to join. I think also we'll have Will on here soon too, the Book Abyss. I know Hounds wants to come back and draw with Joe.
It's funny to talk to these people in real life after talking to them on Instagram because you have like this idea of who they are and what they might look like in your head, having talked to them and seeing their page. And then when you see them in real life, you're like, oh, it's very different.
Yeah, because you could always judge what people are posting, and you're like, oh, this is because I get a lot of times people are like, you collect horror? Do you collect anything other than horror? And I have a lot of others, because I post a lot of horror. But I think it's just what you post.
Well, you post your picture, like you're very visible. You and Rob are both very visible on Instagram.
Yeah,
myself, I'm not.
No bars, but I don't hold back. That's just how I am. Yeah.
There's very few pictures of me online, other than this shit show. So, like, for most people, it's that way, right? They don't post pictures of themselves. So when you see them finally, it's like, oh, you had this idea that you formed in your head of who they were, and it's usually nothing like what you thought.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you can find me at Zombie Joe Comics on everything. Rob, where do we find you at?
That thing right there.
Actually, before the Robs, Joe, not just only finding you there, but are we going to see a certain post come back weekly soon?
Okay, there's multiple other people involved with that, and Joe is working on it, but Joe cannot do it alone. So I'm trying.
So soon. So stay tuned then, because those ones were cool. I think those everyone.
This is in the works. All that was put off to the side because there was a higher priority project that you saw that most other people haven't seen.
And
right?
like Snacks had said, he kind of was thinking to do some interview stuff to go along with that too. So there might be something there to start getting some more stuff out there about the different sheets and stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
But those posts were cool.
Yep. They'll be back eventually.
All right, Zombie Joe and everything.
Badges for Fan Expo just arrived.
Oh,
nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you Thanksgiving weekend I'll be
okay.
San Francisco Fan Expo with my youngest.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. The whole having the con on Thanksgiving thing.
Yeah, I'll be out there rocking the vest, repping the club. But I'm over on Rob's Not Fat Stacks all the time. Today we just we drop content there 3 days a week. On Monday, I have a haul video. This Monday's coming up. It's a $240 comic book mystery box that it was a mystery box that was available during the Comics Curing Cancer auction. I bid on it. I ended up bidding $240 and won it. So we're going to open up and see whether that was a dumb move or not. Who knows? I got a piece of original art. Thursday, we do a show called Only My Slabs, where I show off the books some of the slab books that make up my 1,200 plus graded book collection. And then Saturday, I do a show called Only Slabs, where we have a guest, another collector from the community, come on, and they show off books from their collection. This coming Saturday will be our friend Robert, Comics on the Edge.
I'm
will be
excited for
our-
that, yeah.
Yeah, he'll
Joe's
be
done
our
it too.
guest.
So you've had Joe on
That's
there, Robert. You've had a lot of the Black Sheep on there.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah,
A lot of people.
all the Black Sheep members that have been those episodes have been collabed with the Black Sheep page,
Oh,
so
nice.
you can see all their episodes on the collaboration feed on Black Sheep Comic Club web YouTube channel.
Nice.
But overall, I mean, just tune in because they're fun shows. I sometimes catch the end of it though if I get too busy, so I'll just go back and watch the rewind. But I mean, it was cool today. Paul had a lot of different stuff on there. It was cool.
He had a good variety from independent books to the Marvel to DC, and we gave away some banger books. We, X-Men 26 came out of the bin today, and so we give, and not like for somebody's not like Jim Lee X-Men 26. I mean, OG X-Men 26,
The good
Silver
shit.
Age stuff. Yeah,
We always give away good stuff though.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, I'm always happy
Yeah.
to enter that contest.
still say
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone was all shocked on that one for sure today.
There's
Those are
one
fun.
book that I loaded in there today that when that book comes out, I know people are gonna just go bonkers.
Any updates on your overall numbers for the?
Oh yeah,
Here.
Comic Screen Cancer right now we're sitting over $65,000, so that's phenomenal. We beat our goal
That's crazy.
by a crazy amount.
Amazing.
Our stretch goal for the end of the year now is 70,000. We do have on comicscuringcancer.org. You can go there, you can make a donation. You can also go there and you can link to our merchandise where you can get cool sweatshirts like this, where the profits go to Comics Curing Cancer, as well as we have our art book and our exclusives that we have are available. The link there as well. And we have a bundle running right now called For the People. For $30, you can get the 2025 art book, the Crow Dead Time exclusive for this year that we got, and last year's exclusive for Sonic the Hedgehog 69 by Miko Sawayan. Those are all available as a bundle for $30
No.
for this month only.
Yeah, and you guys are home to the first Backwoods Joe art sale because it's the first piece of art he sold. It's a
Wow.
history moment.
There we go.
The first and last.
Oh,
Until
come
next year.
on. Yeah, right.
Till
Yeah.
next year, yes.
He's gonna hit you
Till
up
next
next year
year.
early and be like, "So, how many art pieces are you donating this year?"
Yeah. Next year, yeah. Now that I know I can like be better prepared for next year, I can have some stuff to help more.
My camera's getting tired. It's glitching. So go ahead and just make me not big. Thanks.
More from Joe?
No.
No, y'all can find same as everyone else. Coffee Monster everywhere. You know, we're here, we're there, we're everywhere. Catch the low.
They're like the
grades,
gummy
those are our
bears.
buddies. And then don't forget all the stack shows, Rage In. I mean, everybody in the chat. Trev has shows going on. I know JSS Brooklyn hops on shows. Rick hops on shows. Everybody hops on shows. Definitely celebrate each other. K-pop is another good one too. And always Melanin and Manga because those are my girls. So thanks y'all for watching. We out and there's no outro. So
This is the outro. The end.